Hey guys, how's it going? This is Alex Vescovi, and I'm going to be doing an AL coding programming tutorial this evening. So essentially, what I'm going to do today is code logic to apply a filter to the sales comment line table, and then repeat through those records in the table, and then essentially downloading a text file with all of the comments for a sales header record is the logic I'm going to code in short. So if I go inside BC real quick, so the logic I'm going to code is basically just showing you how to get data into a text file and then download that text file locally, right? And this is very applicable if you're coding integrations, if you're just wanting to get data into a text file and then download it locally, right? So this is working with text files and how to extract data right from table fields and records that are in a table, and then getting that data into the text file and then downloading the text file locally. So here you can see there's two records in the comment line table for that respective record in the sales header table, test one and test two. So I've inserted these records. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to code the logic to apply a filter to that, yeah, comment table based on the record, right, that the user is in the sales header table, and then code the logic to, get all that data, add that data to the text file, and then download the text file locally. So then there's going to be, right, two rows in the text file, which will be based on, right, how many records are in the table. So if I was to, I'll code a few more just so you can see that all of these records will then, this will be data in the text file based on the records in the table. Right, so test one, test two, test three, test four, test five. So basically the text file, I bring over a blank text file and show you guys what this will look like. It would look something like this once the text file actually downloads locally and after I code my logic, right? So this is what the text file would look like, right? Something like this, right? So I'm going to go ahead and code this logic. All right, guys. So I'm just doing a voiceover real quick for the video, but I was talking through this whole process, and yeah, this is sped up by about 75% of the time while I'm coding this logic. It took me a little bit longer to explain everything I was coding here than what I kind of ideally wanted. So yeah, the video will continue just at normal speed after I've coded all the logic, and then you'll hear me explain everything that I just coded here. So if it looks like, I'm coding everything really, really fast here, it's because it's sped up. It didn't really take me that long to code all this logic anyways, because I was able to code it quickly, but I just didn't want to take, too long during this portion of the video to explain everything that I was coding. So I'll explain it at the end, but essentially all the logic I'm coding here is to get the text file into the temp blob, coding the logic to apply a filter to the comment line table object, and then if it finds a set of records, coding a repeat until statement, so then repeating through those records in the table after coding the logic to apply a filter to the table object, and then coding the logic for a local variable of text data type, and then getting the value that's stored in that local variable of text data type, adding it to a text file, and then adding that file to the temp blob, and then coding the logic to download that file locally that's temporarily stored in the temp blob via the download from stream syntax procedure. And you'll see that logic that I coded to code obviously that logic to get that data into the text file, then download that text file locally. So I'll be explaining that here. After I code all this logic in a little bit more detail, but just wanted to do this quick voiceover so you guys, there wasn't too much blank space until I started talking again. So I'll be explaining the rest of this here in not too long. Okay, so comment local variable, let's actually start that point as well. So ensuring that starts with a value, a blank value. This is a local variable text data type, so then that local variable text data point equals string value, blank and string value. So then the repeat statement comment, local variable text data type equals comment, local variable text data type plus symbol, comment, line, table variable dot comment, table field of text data type plus symbol, line break. All right, and we'll actually encode this plus symbol, sorry, comment line, sorry, verbs about integer data types, formatting of syntax procedure, plus symbol, string value, colon, say symbol and string value, plus symbol, there we go. Okay, so this looks good. Yeah, okay, good. Yep, that looks good. And now we are going to code this logic. So I'm going to get rid of that last line break. That would be at the end. Just based on how the other goes to comment colon equals. I'll explain this logic, the additional logic that I coded here in just a second. Comment colon equals the character. Special great symbol. Break. And can I put a special logic with here? Actually, that's fine. Then outstream dot write text. Let's use comments. And then if you were download or stream from some stream point, that's a stream point, that's a stream point, that's symbol. You go bring that over file name, text data type. And here we'll just go that here, file name equals, all right, string value. Plus symbol, number, plus symbol, string value dot txt. Okay. Yeah, I think you were. Yeah, text file. Successfully. Must be. Sorry, I'll be using record it. All right, text file did not successfully download. Okay. All right. So all this logic I just code here again, I've already explained the amount of it. I have to code program logic for a local variable file name. It could be based on a table variable, table field as well. So if I end up coding this logic right to code a custom table object and then a table field to actually store the file name in, I could code the logic to apply filter to the table object and then code the logic for that back to that local variable. In this case, it's kind of semi-hard coded and dynamically, encoded as well with the number, table field, text data type to get the actual file name. So I coded the logic for the file name, ensured that these local variables started with a value of blank. This is going to create a line break in the text file via the logic I coded here. And yeah, these two lines of logic, this line of logic is so you can read from the temp blob or get a file that's stored in the temp blob temporarily, and then adding a file to the temp blob via the temp blob.create outstream parentheses outstream and parentheses semicolon again, so you can add a file to the temp blob. And then coding this logic here to apply filter again to the comment line table object. If it finds a set of records, repeat through the records in the table, and then coding that logic for this local variable comment of text data type. And then I coded this logic to get rid of the last line break that would be a part of that value of text data type, which I coded including obviously the delete character procedure. And when you code logic, so basically, again, this logic that I coded here, if you were to code program a less than symbol here for that value of text data type, that second parameter of text data type that it has to be, it would be, yeah, deleting the first occurrence of any value that is contained within this value of text data type, right? If you want to delete all occurrences, it would be equal symbol. If you want to delete just the last occurrence of whatever symbol or, yeah, whatever symbols or characters are contained in this value of text data type, it'd be the greater than symbol, which is why I've coded it this way. This line of logic is to add the text that is going to be stored temporarily in this local variable of text data type to a text file. So it's going to write it to a text file, and then it's going to add that text file to the temp blob via the logic I coded here. Right. So then now that it's temporarily stored in the temp blob, you can download the file locally. You can add that file to a blob table field, a blob data type for a record and a table. Right. And in this case, I'm coding the logic to download the file locally. Yeah, passing the in-stream. Again, because you're getting the file that's stored in the temp blob and locally. If you're not used to working with data types, blob data types, and in-streams and out-streams, then this may be a little bit confusing to you, and I would refer to some Microsoft documentation to learn a little bit more about that. Hopefully, the way I'm explaining this logic makes sense. I know it's very technical and complex, but hopefully this is making a little bit of sense to you guys. I'm getting ready to deploy this logic here. But yeah, again, this is getting the logic, or the logic I coded here isn't going to get the value of text data type that is stored in the comment local variable temporarily here while this logic is running, and then adding that to a text file via the logic I've coded here, and then adding it to the temp blob via the logic I coded here for the outstream, right? And now that it's in the temp blob, you can download the file locally, like I mentioned, and then, yeah, getting the file that's stored in the temp blob, and then coding the logic for the file name, which I coded as a local variable of text data type, and the logic I coded for that is up here, right? And obviously I included the string value period symbol txt because it's a text file that is getting downloaded, which you have to include there as a part of the file name, local variable of text data type via the logic I coded here. And then I coded if the yeah, if the file gets downloaded successfully, then this logic will run and this message dialog box will populate, letting the user know that the text file successfully downloaded. If the file does not successfully download, then I coded the logic to code this message. AL syntax procedure here, and a message dialog box would populate, letting the user know that the text file did not successfully download. Please try again. Right. So this is all the logic I've coded. Let's go ahead and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and deploy this logic now. And then, yeah, we'll run a test to see if the logic I just coded here is going to run as expected. So let's take a sales header record. And yeah, I'm going to click that action, which is going to trigger the logic, excuse me, which is going to trigger the logic I've coded on that trigger on action. Let's see if this, yeah, successfully downloads a text file. It should. Okay. You see this, we can see the text file got downloaded locally here. We'll open up the text file. And yeah, this is exactly the logic I've coded. So we can see here, we're getting the line number, and then we are getting the value of text data type that is stored in that comment table field for that respective record in the comment table, right? Which is all based on the sales header record. So this is exactly, exactly what I coded. The logic ran exactly as I expected it to. And you can see here the file name, right, which includes that sales header number in there, because since I coded that logic dynamically to get the sales header number based on the record that the user is in currently, right, via this logic here, right, including plus symbol rec dot number, right, so it's getting the data or value in that number table field for the record that the user's on currently, which is the sales header record, right, and that is how to get data or values from table fields for records in a table, and then getting that data into a text file and downloading the text file locally. And if you have any questions on this, or you want to talk to me further about any applications I've coded, or talk about this logic I've coded here in particular, and how it can help you out if you're an end client, or if you're a developer or programmer and you just want to have a conversation with me, feel free to reach out. And thanks for taking the time to watch this video today. Hope you have a good day. Thanks.